Yeah, this is a response to your video. Let's go through it.
First off, in your first video, well, let me just start out by saying 30 minutes of video response to a 3-minute video is way too much. I don't know if you're just trying to overwhelm me with sheer words. The point you made could have easily been made in one video. If you respond with multiple videos to this video, I'm only going to watch the first video and respond to anything said in that. Put it all in one video. If I could do it, so could you.
It's amazing. You atheists come to me. I never come to any of you. Yeah, you come to me. Yeah, and you make a reply to my video. Then I take that video and I go through every non-point you make and expose it for what it is. And then what happens? I send you back like videos covering everything. Yeah, and then you say, "Oh, it's too much information." I don't think it's too much information. I think the point is that I raise points and you can't answer them. So rather than try to attempt to answer them and make it look insufficient, what you do is say, "Oh, you're sending me too much information." But I don't care. At the end of the day, it's up to you whether you want to answer them or not. I know I've put the arguments out there, and them questions still ain't been answered. So it's your loss at the end of the day, because I never put no time on it. You could answer when you want. You could take a year to answer it. Where you could take however long you want to answer it. The point is at the end of the day, I've exposed your questions and given you questions, yeah, and you don't want to answer them. Don't answer them. The question, when people watch the video, the answer's still going to be there, and you haven't answered it. So it's going to really show who can answer and who can't answer.
First video, you state that you never said that we needed a holy book to know the difference between right and a few minutes later you say you know what's wrong because you believe in a creator who says it's wrong. Well, how do you know that he says it's wrong? Well, it's written in a book. It's written in your holy book. You just completely contradicted yourself. I don't even need to respond to the first 7 or 8 minutes of your video because you just shot your own self in the foot.
You lot don't get it, do you? Yeah, you don't get it. The point I'm trying to say is that if you don't believe in an all-knowing creator that created the universe and is the most wise, yeah, you cannot believe in objective morality. Even if, let's say for argument's sake, I'll make it easier for you to understand. Even if I said I didn't believe in a book, yeah, but I believed in a creator that created this universe and knows better than human beings. If I said that I believe that creator believes this is right and this is wrong, then we would have objective morality because it comes from something with infinite wisdom. You don't have that, yeah. That's the point I'm trying to make. If you don't believe in God, it just comes to I'm an atheist. I'm here on this earth. I think this is right and wrong. And if another atheist wants to choose, another atheist is on this earth, he has his right to choose right and wrong. So if I want to be a good citizen, not rob, be nice, give to charity and stuff, that's good. If he wants to rape and steal and so forth, I don't agree with it, but I can't say it's wrong. Because I chose my own way to live my life, and I chose what I believe right and wrong, and he chooses what he believes is right and wrong, and he chooses his way of life. That's the whole point. It's not about a book, ink and paper and stuff like that. It's about the concept of who that book comes from. So, I don't know, man.
Then you go into incest and how no atheist could answer any question on incest. Well, I'll go ahead and answer that. First off, I'm going to put some links, or a link, up in the comment section about a tribe in Borneo that had a real problem. They come up to that incest was bad. Incest is one of those taboos that seems to spread across every culture. Even cultures that aren't even connected to one another, totally isolated from each other, seem to come up with the idea that incest is wrong. And it's something that needs to be.
You never answered the question. I said to you, why is incest wrong? And you said you're going to put some links up on the side. I'm asking you, forget be a man. Like, forget the links on the side. You still didn't even say whether it's right or wrong. You said other cultures came to the conclusion that why? Look, Triumph of Reason, I'm asking you. Forget your links on the side. I'm asking you, you're man enough. You can speak, you can explain. Explain to me. And the reason why I'm having this approach with you, because I've seen the end of your video. And it's not only ignorant, it's taking liberties. You know what I'm saying? You try to insult me, that's why I'm having no patience with you. But why don't I say to you, be a man. Don't show me some links on the side. Yeah, you haven't even said that you think it's wrong. You said other cultures have come to the conclusion why they think it's wrong and society's forget that. I'm asking you, why is incest wrong? You can't prove it's wrong, Do you know why you can't prove this wrong? Because as long as they're two consenting adults, yeah, and they want to have sexual relationships, whether they're mother and daughter, or daughter and mother, or daughter and father, or this, that, and the other, you can't say it's wrong. Why? Because they're atheists, so they're able to choose the way they want to live. You can't prove it's wrong. I can say it's wrong because God, the Most Wise, who created this, says it's wrong. But you can't prove it. Yeah. I'm asking you the question again. Why is it wrong? Yeah, for related people to have sexual relationships like mother and daughter, or father and son, or whatever way you want to put it. Why is it wrong? Triumph of reason. Yeah. You tell me. I don't want to hear about no links. I'm asking you. Yeah. Forget that. Like, be a man and answer it yourself. You know? Links.
So I guess my question to you is, how do all these separate cultures come up with the same conclusion? It's almost as if something biological is going on.
Biological? What are you talking about? What are you talking about? Triumph of reason. What are you talking about? If you want to go in that sense, biological. If I don't know if you believe in evolution or not, yeah. But evolution believes in the survival of the fittest. So if you want to go in biological and evolution and strongest live, robbing and mugging and all this stuff is not wrong. Why? Because it's survival of the fittest. What's wrong? What's wrong with that? If you're talking about biological, you're going way out. I'm asking you, yeah. Forget about biological. And remember, I said in my video, I'm not talking about kids. I'm not talking about them having kids. I'm talking about two people from the same family that just want to have sexual relationships. Why is that wrong? Why is it wrong, Triumph for reason, for two people who don't want to have kids? They just want to have sexual relationships, and it's mother and father, mother and daughter, or father and son, or whichever way around you want to put it. Why is it wrong? You can't answer it because they got the freedom to choose it. I can believe it's wrong, but you can't.
We don't need a belief in a creator to know what's right or what's wrong. There's plenty of evidence for that in the world and in history.
World and in history. That's what I'm trying to say. So when the Germans believed it was wrong to kill all the Jews, and they never came to the majority of them never came to the conclusion that it was wrong. The people that were killing the Jews and oppressing them and verbally insulting them, and they were making people like Jews put their own kids into fires, yeah, and so forth, furnaces and stuff like that. The majority of them were okay with that. There was a few of them that would disliked it and were upset with it and so forth and tried to help them, but the majority disagreed with it. So, if you were living in a society, you believe it's right.
You know what? You completely skipped my question on Japan. You just let that part play right through. I'm kind of curious what your response is on that.
Japan, you said, how did the Japanese come to the conclusion that rape is wrong? To me, it's irrelevant. The whole point I'm trying to prove to you, however they came to it, that's got nothing to do with you. I'm asking you. No, I'm not even asking you. I'm telling you. Basically, as an atheist, you can't believe objectively that rape is wrong. If an atheist chooses to be a rapist, then who are you to play God? If you believe it's rape, that's fine for you. But if another atheist chooses to be a rapist, what are you going to play God and tell him he's wrong? You can't, because you believe everyone's got the freedom to believe whatever they want to believe. You've got no arguments, Triumph of Reason. They're not strong enough.
I appreciate it. Then you go into, well, you seem to say that I should be the dictator or play God and tell people what's right or what's wrong. It's not my opinion of what's right or what's society as a whole through rational thought and through just human empathy, a trait that has nothing to do with religion. Determine what behaviors are wrong.
Like I said, so if you was born amongst the Germans, you would have been oppressor to the Jews. If you were born in a good society, you'd be good to people. If you were born in a time when America was racist and they were hosing down black people and setting dogs on them and stuff, you would be with the majority. See, the difference between me and you is that the majority defines what's right and wrong to you in society. For me, it's not. I would have never been amongst the Nazi. I would never be amongst the racists if I was white. Why? Because God says in the Quran that Arab is not better than non-Arab, and non-Arab isn't better than Arab, and black isn't better than white, and white isn't better than black. And also Allah says in the Quran that we created you in different tribes and different nations so that you may recognize each other, not curse each other. See, that's the difference with me. Your morality depends on where you're born. Mine doesn't.